The new Shadow Weapon is the second mythical rarity weapon in Anime Final Quest, and it is already one of the most important weapons in the entire game. It is strong enough to compete with King of Curses, it has a very unique attack style, and it comes with one of the best cosmetics we have seen so far. So in this video I am going to show you everything you need to know about the Shadow Weapon, how to get it, what you get along the way, how the damage actually feels in real gameplay, and what kind of player should prioritize this weapon first. Let us start with how you obtain it, because that is the first reason this weapon feels special. The Shadow Weapon is not just a random roll that you get in 10 minutes. You obtain it by completing a set of quests, and this quest chain takes time. That means this weapon is a real grind reward. If you see someone using it, you already know they put effort into it. And what makes the quest chain even better is that it does not only give you the weapon. Along the way, you also obtain the Shadow Suit cosmetic, and this cosmetic is no joke. Shadow Suit gives to time skill damage and plus 10 movement speed. To time skill damage is one of the biggest multipliers you can get in the game right now. It instantly makes skill-focused weapons way stronger, especially King of Curses and Umbrella, because both of those weapons rely heavily on ability damage. And the plus 10 movement speed is not just a small bonus. Movement speed changes everything in this game. It makes farming faster because you move between enemy packs quicker, it makes bosses safer because you can dodge attacks easier, and it makes your overall gameplay smoother because you spend less time walking and more time dealing damage. So even if someone is not fully committed to using Shadow Weapon forever, the cosmetic reward alone is strong enough to justify doing these quests. Now let us get into performance, and we are starting with the most important part, the M1 attacks. In Anime Final Quest, M1 damage is everything. Skills are strong, but they usually have high cooldowns, while M1 attacks are constant, consistent, and safe if you play correctly. And Shadow Weapon M1 attacks are one of the most unique in the game. Instead of a simple one-hit swing, Shadow Weapon can hit multiple times in a single M1. It can be 2 hits, 3 hits, and sometimes even 5 hits in one attack. This might sound like a small detail, but it is actually massive. More hits means more chances to crit. If you are running crit chance buffs or crit damage scaling, every extra hit increases how often you spike damage. And it also makes your damage feel more consistent, because even if one hit does not crit, the next one might. With weapons that hit only once, you can have moments where your damage feels unlucky. With Shadow Weapon, those unlucky moments happen less often because there are just more hits happening all the time. Now combine that with the fact that the basic attack is fast, and it hits a big area. This weapon does not feel like a narrow single target weapon. It feels wide and aggressive. You can hit multiple enemies without trying, you can keep enemies pushed back, and you can clear normal waves without even touching your skills. That is why Shadow Weapon already feels like a complete M1 weapon by itself. If you like M1 focused builds, this is one of the best weapons you can use. Now we move to skills, because skills decide whether a weapon is just good or actually top tier. Shadow Weapon has a full skill kit that works in multiple situations: wave clearing, boss damage, and emergency survival. The first skill is Portal Hit. When you use it, you create an area in front of you that deals damage to enemies inside or near it. The damage is around 1700. That number is huge. It is enough to instantly delete normal enemies and take a massive chunk out of boss health. And because it is area-based, you can hit multiple enemies at once if they are grouped. The cooldown is around 30 seconds, which is fair for this amount of damage. The most important thing about Portal Hit is that it requires positioning. The hit is in front of you, and the area is not massive, so you cannot just press it randomly. You want to dash into the right spot, cast it, and make sure enemies are actually inside the damage zone. Once you learn the spacing, it becomes a very reliable burst skill, especially when you want to delete a dangerous target instantly or punish a boss during a safe window. The second skill is Dimension Cuts. This skill deals damage in a big area around your character. It is the perfect wave clearing button. When enemies start stacking up, you press Dimension Cuts and everything disappears. The damage is around 1400, which is still extremely high, and the cooldown is around 25 seconds. That is actually a very good cooldown for a skill that hits this hard in an area. What I like about dimension cuts is that it is easy to use. Portal hit takes practice because it is directional. Dimension cuts is centered on you, so it is consistent. If enemies are near you, they get hit. This makes it a great skill for grinding because you do not have to aim. It also makes it useful in boss fights when ads spawn, or when the boss is right on top of you and you want to deal damage while staying in control. The third skill is Orbs of Darkness. When you activate it, you summon 7 orbs that fly to the nearest enemies and deal damage. In total, the skill deals around 1300 damage. The main value of this skill is range. You can deal damage even when the target is far away. That makes it useful in situations where you are kiting, repositioning, or avoiding damage. In boss fights, it is especially helpful because you can activate it and then focus on dodging while the orbs continue to pressure the boss. The downside is that the cooldown is around 40 seconds, which is pretty long for the damage, so you want to use it at the right time. Use it when the boss is active and you want extra pressure, or when you need to hit enemies that are spread out. Do not waste it on small trash enemies if you can just clear them with M1 and dimension cuts. Now let us talk about the ultimate. The ultimate deals around 1000 damage to all enemies around you in one hit. The damage is not the highest part of the kit, but the ultimate is still very strong because it is fast, it has good range, and it restores health. That makes it a perfect emergency tool. If you get surrounded, you can ultimate, heal up, and clear space instantly. If you are fighting a boss and your health drops, the ultimate gives you a safe heal without needing a gear. And because it hits in an area, it is also a very smooth wave clear tool when your skills are on cooldown. So when you look at the full kit, Shadow Weapon is strong everywhere. M1 is fast, wide, and multi-hit, which makes crit builds insane. Portal hit gives you burst damage and deletes targets. Dimension cuts clears waves and still hits hard on bosses. Orbs of Darkness gives you range and extra pressure while you reposition. And the ultimate gives you damage and healing in one button. Now the question everyone cares about is it worth getting? And the answer depends on what you need. If you are a new player, this weapon is still worth going for because it gives you an endgame level kit and a huge upgrade path, but it will take time because it is quest-based. If you are already advanced, this weapon is worth it because it gives you a top-tier mythical option that can replace weapons you are using now. And the Shadow Suit cosmetic is a massive upgrade for skill builds in general. And the best part is that even if you decide to keep using King of Curses or Umbrella, the Shadow Suit still makes those weapons stronger because of the 2x skill damage and the movement speed. That means the quest chain rewards you no matter what weapon you main. So overall, Shadow Weapon is not just another weapon added to the game. It is a high-tier mythical weapon with a unique M1 style, strong skills across the board, and one of the best cosmetics in the game attached to it. If you are serious about progression, this is one of the best grinds you can do right now. And now for the giveaway. Congratulations to the winner of the previous giveaway. If you see your Roblox username on the screen, make sure you have accepted my friend request so I can send you your reward. If you also want to win any Game Pass, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and most importantly leave your exact Roblox username in the comments below so I can send you your reward if you win. If you have any questions about this video, feel free to ask them in the comments, and for exclusive content, giveaways, and to hang out with the community, check out my Discord and Roblox group. For a chance to join me in-game, you can also follow my Roblox profile. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more anime Final Quest content.